Dear student, today we shall discuss the types of functions. Some more things we are going to discuss today. I told you the different types of questions, definitions, formula related with the different types of functions. Today we are going to discuss types of functions. First of all, number one, we are going to discuss one function. That is a very important one function. Another name of this one function is injective function. Injective. Because generally the question comes in the examination related with this function also, one function, injective function. Try to understand it properly. Concentrate over here. First of all, let me take the function. Function from x to y. Dear student, you have studied in class 11. Function from x to y. X, all the elements in x, these are known as domain. These comes under domain. All the elements in y comes in codomain. Here I will tell you the domain and codomain range first of all. That is why you see, let me take the example. I will take the example first of all. See, so that you will understand domain as well as codomain. Before discussing one function. This is x and this is y. I have mentioned over here the function from x to y. Function from x to y. Let me take. Connect it. And x I am taking the example. See, try to understand. I am taking 1, 2, 3. These are the elements comes under domain. And these are the elements comes under codomain. Let me take the elements first of all of x. 1, 2, 3. A, B, C, D. Each and everything I will explain by using this example. The example which I have taken. First of all, you see domain of the function. Domain of the function. What will be domain of the function? See that one. Domain. Because domain of f. If you understand domain of the function, then only you can understand one function. Domain, I told you all the elements which are in x, that comes in the domain. Domain of f, that will be equal to 1, 2, 3. Codomain. Codomain of f will be all the elements which are in y. A, B, C, and these comes in codomain. But one more thing is also over here, range. Range of f. As I told you, if you want to understand properly the types of the function, the thing, domain of f, codomain of f, range of f, that should be clear to you. Suppose I am taking one having the image with A. One is forming the image with A. Two is forming the image with B under f. You must have to keep in mind. And then 3 having the image with D. C do not have any image of the element with X. That is why you try to understand the thing. Once again you see one having the image with the elements of Y with A, 2 having the image with B, and 3 having the image with C. I told you all the elements which are in X comes under domain. All the elements in Y comes under the codomain. Already I have written the codomain. Range, only you have seen different element of X having the image, forming the image with the elements of Y under F. Which elements forming the image with the elements of Y? And let me take the elements of Y which have the image with some element of X. Let me take this thing. Only A, B and D. Try to understand. C do not have the image with the elements of X. That is why it will not come under range. So range will be equal to having the elements A, B and D. That is known as the range. Now my dear student, with the help of this example, as I told you, I explained, I discussed domain, codomain as well as range of the functions. With the help of this example, I will explain one function. Similarly, onto function means surjective function. One function, injective function. Generally, this word comes in the asked in the examination, CBSE examination. Injective function. Surjective function will be onto function. And whenever the function will be 1 and onto, that will be bijective function. Sometimes the question may be given in the examination. Prove that in this question, the function is bijective function. As I told you, mathematics, that is very simple. You learn the definition first, formula. After that, you solve simple questions related with the simple definition as well as formula. Go to difficult question. Break the difficult into simple. Simple already you solve. You can solve the difficult question. That is why try to understand first of all one function. Then I will discuss onto function. If you understand one function as well as onto function, automatically you will understand the bijective function, which will be 1 and onto. With the help of the same example, I will explain. Okay, let me take the function 1 function, injective function. I told you every element of X form the image with the element of distinct element of Y. It will be the one function. I told you every element of X having the image with the distinct element of Y, or you can say that the distinct element of X forming the image with Y are distinct. That is known as the one function. As you see, 1 forming the image with A, 2 forming the image with B, 3 forming the image with D. In this case, you will have to see, sometimes we will have to solve the question. How you will solve the question? You see that one. Let X1, X2 belongs to X. Domain, X is domain. Okay? X1, X2, these are the elements of X. Then what will happen? You will have to see Fx1 is equal to Fx2. Function is given over here. Function is, these functions will be y is equal to fx. This is the function. That is why I have taken x1, x2 belongs to x domain. If fx1 is equal to fx2, it implies that x1, x2 belongs to x. Try to understand. If this condition holds, then only the function will be 1. Otherwise, the function will not be 1. I will take that example. Then automatically you will understand. Because first of all, I am telling you the definition. I am just discussing the definition so that you will understand the questions easily. That is why here you can say that distinct element of x forming the image with the element of y are distinct. Different elements of distinct means different elements of x forming the image with the elements of y are distinct, are different, then it is 1 function. My dear student, you understand properly this definition. Domain, I told you already, you must have to understand domain, codomain as well as range. Because regarding the onto function, I will discuss this same example. That is why try to understand. Let me take onto function. Onto function. Second case, onto function. To onto function. Very simple. Onto function, that is also very simple. That is why you will have to see surjective function. Onto function is surjective function. In the surjective function, I told you the similar kind of example also you can take. I will discuss the thing. I am just going to remove only this case. Rest it will remain as it is. Similar kind of example I will take. This kind of this is onto function. You see, this is onto function, and I will just remove this thing, code away. Code away. Range is given over here. Range, I will change this element to D also from the range, because having the image with C. 3 having the image with C, that is why you see this thing. I will take the thing C over here. Let me discuss the onto function. Onto function will be, all of you see, if every element of Y having the image with some element of X, then it will be onto function. Every element. There will not be any element left which will not forming the image with the element of X. There should not be any element. Each and every element of Y having the image with the element of, with some element of X, then it is onto function as well as surjective function. That is why I have taken this example. See over here. You see domain of F as well as range of the function. You see, whenever range of the function, you see image 1 element of X having the image with A, element 2 having the image with B, 3 having the image with C, and you see A having the image with 1, B having the image with 2, C having the image with 3, but there is no element left in Y which does not form the image with the element of X. That is why it is onto function. Function, whenever the function will be onto, you can write its element 1, and sometimes this question comes in the examination. X in place of X you will write 1, in place of Y, just I will it. First of all, let me write the element 2, Y is B, and 3, that is C. You see, similar kind of thing, dear student, you see F, X1, first element X1, X2, X3, you see, 1 is equal to A, you see, 1 is equal to A, F1 is equal to A, F1 means Y, F1 means Y, you see, this is Y is equal to Fx, Fx in place of X is right 1, F1 will be equal to Y, Y is equal to what? A. That is why F1 is equal to A. Similarly, F2, when X2 is equal to 2, is equal to B. And then 3, F3 is equal to C. That is very, very important. Sometimes it may ask for 2 marks as well as for 1 mark in the examination. That is why you see X is equal to 1, Y is equal to A, X is equal to 2, Y is equal to B. You see, same thing. That is why it is function. Sometimes actually different questions are given in the exercises. You prove that whether the given function is a function or not for 1 mark question. We will discuss this such type of questions, whether this is function or not. Yes, it is function because already I explained over here. And onto function I told you, each and every element, distinct element of y having the image with some element of x, such type of function, that is known as the onto function. Onto function. That is why let me take now the third type of function, which is very, very important, and in the examination this function comes 1, 1 and onto. 1, 1 and onto. Both. Function will be 1, 1, 3. Function will be 1, 1 and onto. Onto also. Function will be onto. 1, 1 and onto. Means bijective function. Bijective function. Bijective function. This function will be bijective function if it is 1, 1 as well as onto. You see, similar kind of example you can take. This example you can give. If it is given in the examination, the question, you prove that this function is 1, 1 and onto means bijective function. Because distinct element of x having the image with the element of y, distinct element of y are distinct. Same thing. Onto function, each and every element of y having the image with the element with some element of x. That okay. This function is 1, 1 as well as onto function. That is why this is the bijective function. This is a bijective function. That is why I am writing over here. Or you can say that if the range of the function is equal to y, then it will be y. Y set is given. I am just going to write this thing. This is y. And this is bijective function. Because this function is 1, 1 as well as onto. You see here, onto function definition I am just going to give. This function from x to y is bijective. If and only if in both the sides. I am telling you, range of f is equal to y set y. You see this thing I have given range. You see this is equal to y. You can write here. That is y. Elements of y a, b, c. Given over here a, b, c. That is why range of f is equal to y. And this function, this is the example of the bijective function you can write. This function is bijective. I think you understand 3 types of function I have discussed today. Injective function, 1, 1 function, onto function, surjective function, as well as 1, 1 onto function is bijective function. In the next video, I will discuss different types of questions related with these 3 examples. And generally the question comes asked in the CBSE examination on depends upon the bijective function. Thank you, dear students.